What's going on, Muscle Monsters? Align Gonzalez here, and welcome to another Ask Align, where I take your questions directly from my Facebook fan page and answer them right here in one of these videos. If you want to get your question answered, head over to facebook.com/Muscle Monsters, like the page, and next time I post a status stating that it's question time, leave your question in the comment section and I'll answer it here. All right, today we have quite a bit of questions, so I'm going to go rapid fire style and just run through them. All right, so without further ado, let's jump right in. Question number one comes from Michael Baker. How many exercises for abs if doing full body routines? All right, I'm assuming you're training 3 to 4 days a week. So I would say, just as a rule of thumb or just a basic guideline, I would do 1 or 2 ab exercises at the end of your workout routine for a total of 4 to 6 sets. All right, any more than that is probably unnecessary, and any less than that is probably not going to be as optimal. All right, so it's not so much as how many different exercises, but more so the total volume and the frequency. All right. Jason Whitney, what is the best chest exercise using a machine? That's a tricky one, all right? Let me be the first to say that just like most other muscle groups, there really is no best exercise for a certain muscle group per se. There are some that are a little better than others, but in my opinion, for the chest in particular, it's going to have to be some kind of a machine that allows you to load the pressing motion, right? So although a chest fly machine would be great for building your pecs, it's not going to be as beneficial as maybe a Smith machine bench. And even though that's not something that I recommend, I'm not a fan of the Smith machine, it's going to allow you to load the muscle more significantly than other smaller isolation machines. All right. Gary Varela, what's the best time of day to work out for a hard gainer like myself? All right, the fact that you're a hard gainer, ectomorph, naturally skinny guy does not dictate when the best time of the day to train is. What's going to dictate that is, number one, your schedule, when you feel primed and excited and you're strongest. And other things that you may want to consider, like the traffic in the gym. All right, so the best time for you to train is when you feel the most primed, when you feel that you are your strongest and get your best workouts in. If that is a time that interferes with maybe your school or work schedule and you can't make it to the gym, then the best time to train is going to be whenever you can, right? Because you're always going to want to train over not training, right? Despite it not being as optimal. And not to mention that there is going to be no significant difference in your results training from one time to the other. But again, you want to get in the gym when you feel the most primed, all right? But if that's not an option, then just get in the gym when you can. Next question. VJ McVanna, according to your experience, which routine is better, push-pull leg or upper-lower split? To be quite honest, I've never done an upper-lower split. However, I do recommend them. I think they're great for frequency. And same with the push-pull leg routine, right? So what I would say is try them both and see which one you enjoy. Because the one that you enjoy and are excited about is going to be the one that is going to allow you to progress at a faster rate while, just maintain your overall happiness about having to go to the gym consistently. You also want to consider your schedule. So for example, if you only have 4 days a week to train, then the upper lower is probably going to be more ideal because it's a 4-day split. The push-pull legs is typically a 3 days on, 1 day off, repeat. And if you're only available to train 4 days, then you're not going to be able to follow that split effectively. Okay? Next question, Oscar Romero. Does drinking beer once in a while really affect your gains? No. All right? If you're doing it every once in a while, it's totally fine. Anything or most things are totally fine in moderation. All right? Luke Larson, thoughts on BioGrow by Isatori. To be quite honest, I'm not too familiar with the product, what it contains and what it's really supposed to do, but it's probably not something I would recommend to anybody as of right now. Dwayne Frank, what are the best chest exercises for mass? I'll give you 2 quick ones. I like either the flat bench or the incline bench, whether it's dumbbells or barbell. Although one may be a little better than the other in terms of hypertrophy, I think that as long as you are doing those main lifts and you are progressing in those lifts, those are going to give you the best bang for your buck in the gym in terms of chest development.